Ever wonder why sustainable cities and communities are deemed so crucial for our future? We live in an urbanizing world, and the way we build and manage our cities has a profound impact on our sustainability, resilience, and overall quality of life. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 11, or SDG 11, is all about making cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. When we talk about sustainable cities, we're looking at a variety of factors, from access to safe and affordable housing, to sustainable transport systems, and from protecting cultural and natural heritage, to ensuring universal access to green public spaces. It also means enhancing urbanization through participatory planning and management. By looking at the data from the Sustainable Development Report, we can see that globally, we still have a fair way to go to achieve all these targets. As we can see, achieving the targets of SDG 11 is a complex task that requires the collective efforts of all societies. So, what exactly does SDG 11 encompass? Well, it's all about creating sustainable cities and communities. The first target is to ensure access to safe and affordable housing for all by the year 2030. This includes upgrading slums and providing basic services to all residents. Another key aspect is to enhance sustainable urbanization. This involves participatory and integrated human settlement planning and management. The aim is to create cities that are inclusive and sustainable, with a direct participation structure of civil society in urban planning and management. SDG 11 also focuses on reducing the number of deaths, people affected, and economic losses caused by disasters. Special attention is given to protecting the poor and vulnerable, who are often the most affected by these calamities. Moreover, this goal seeks to reduce the adverse environmental impact of cities, particularly in terms of air quality and waste management. This includes monitoring the annual mean levels of fine particulate matter in cities and ensuring the proportion of municipal solid waste is collected and managed in controlled facilities. Efforts are also made to provide universal access to safe, inclusive, accessible, green, and public spaces. The goal is to create environments that are welcoming and safe for all, regardless of age, sex, or disability. Lastly, SDG 11 aims to strengthen economic, social, and environmental links between urban, peri-urban, and rural areas through development planning. This ensures a balanced territorial development and increases local fiscal space. By understanding these key aspects, we can better grasp the broad scope of SDG 11. What are the current challenges and future prospects for achieving SDG 11? The path towards sustainable cities and communities is not without its hurdles. Migration, climate change, and conflicts pose significant challenges. For instance, the growing number of people living in slums or slum-like conditions, particularly in developing countries, is a pressing concern. This is further complicated by the fact that access to public transport remains limited, with just over half of the urban population globally having convenient access. In terms of environmental impact, the physical expansion of cities is outpacing population growth, leading to land consumption. Furthermore, the collection and management of municipal solid waste varies across regions, with areas like sub-Saharan Africa and Oceania struggling with lower rates. Looking to the future, the Sustainable Development Goals Progress Chart highlights areas where urgent and coordinated action is needed. The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, climate change, and conflict on targets related to poverty, food security, and employment necessitate a reinvigorated approach to SDG implementation. Yet the future is not all grim. The Sustainable Development Report offers hope, showing that strides are being made towards achieving SDG 11. Continuous efforts and innovations, particularly in urban development, public transportation, and waste management, can help overcome these challenges. Despite the challenges, continuous efforts and innovations can lead us towards achieving sustainable cities and communities. How are different countries performing in terms of achieving SDG 11? Let's delve into this. The Sustainable Development Report is our guide here, ranking all 193 United Nations member states based on their progress towards realizing all 17 Sustainable Development Goals. SDG 11 is no exception. Countries are ranked based on their overall score, which can be interpreted as a percentage of SDG achievement. A perfect score of 100 would indicate that all SDGs have been achieved. So let's look at some of the frontrunners and those lagging behind. Top-ranking countries such as Sweden, Denmark, and Finland have made remarkable strides in achieving SDG 11, demonstrating what can be accomplished with concerted effort and commitment. However, let's not forget about those nations that still have a significant journey ahead of them. These countries, such as Chad, Central African Republic, and Somalia, need our focus and support in order to make necessary progress. The disparities in performance highlight the need for global cooperation and shared learning. Countries excelling can provide valuable insights and strategies to those struggling, fostering a global community working together towards common goals. The journey towards sustainable cities and communities is ongoing. Every step taken, no matter how small, contributes to the overall goal of creating a sustainable future for all.